What was the... That was the button. Okay. Let's see. Where is my chat feed option? There it is. Goodness. There we go. Serial Centauri's here, says good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Sonic Racer's here too. Hello, welcome. Oh gosh, it's been like a couple weeks since Chapter 5 came out. Been doing stuff, mainly just stuff and things, and I want to start getting into doing some streaming stuff again. Starting off with just working on Tenna. Just another work session on Tenna, pretty much. What time is it? Says Sonic Racer. It's TV time! Look at him, he's going to warp speed now. How are you all, says Sonic Racer? I'm doing fine. Relatively fine. He's back! I'm back for now. Until, wrong! It's 10:48 EST. Fine, it's 10:48 EST, whatever. Quote's also here, says howdy go. Hello, Quote, welcome in. Right. I will probably say, if I had my own choice, I would probably skip this week again. Or skip this week and go into next week or something, because I'm like, oh man, I just want to not do stuff for a while. Nah, I at least want to start, like, getting stream stuff back up and running again. At least the low-intensity stuff for now, till... I'm still kind of, like, a little recovering from, the marathon. I say the marathon because that was practically a marathon. I didn't intend for it to be one, but it ended up being one. That was funny. Had a 7.5 hour stream followed by an 8 hour stream the following morning, followed by a 6.5 hour... Was that 6.5? 6.5 hour stream the day after. No, it wasn't even the day after. It was like later that day. And then, like, then there was the day after. The then was also a 6 hour stream. And then there was a 3.5 hour stream of doing the weird route stuff. Hopefully I don't do that again. Or at least, like, you stream for that long? Yeah. It was, I think I did the numbers. It was like... Hold on, where do I have my numbers? I know I got... Hold on, let me see if I can find my number. I put it on, like, a post that I did. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. And I was on... Yeah, here it is. I streamed for, like... 31.5 hours out of 4 days. Which... If we pull up a calculator... Let's see, 4 days normally has 24 hours in a day. So... That's not the right math. 31.5 divided by 36? Close enough. Anyways, it's been about, close to a third of the entirety of 4 days was spent streaming the week of Chapter 5. Anyways, I went on a reasonable break after that. It didn't help that Chapter 5, whenever it released, was also the time that I was going to do, like a scheduled break week for me. So then this happened. Is this, Oh, that's still a mod tool thing. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, nope, get that out of the way. Nope. I got an email from nobody. That's what it was, okay. Then... fanmail.com. I forgot to put that in since last time. Thank you, email, for my email. That's nobody. Oh, that's the wrong thing. No. Move you back. Everything is falling apart. It says you can take another week off if you need to, or cut the amount of streams this week at least. I've been thinking on that. Right now, I'm thinking on trying to see if I can do a slightly different schedule, or slightly different as in like a little bit. So trying to see what doing a stream on Wednesday and Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, sorry. And then doing, or skipping Wednesday, and then doing Thursday and Friday. Basically using Wednesday as like a free day in the middle of the week. Trying that out for a bit. I've been, trying out different scheduling stuff for me, just so I can figure out, basically how they work and what kind of stuff I can do in that amount of time, pretty much. Tony Boy's also here, says I'm hungry. Sadly, this is not a cafe. Despite what many may believe, this is not a cafe. I don't know where people think I'm cooking. I'm not cooking anything. I hear there's a cafe down the hall, though. I got water, though. Ooh. Hold on, I want to do one thing before we actually get too into this. Over the last week or so, or week or two, I've just been collecting my thoughts, collecting like a bunch of Deltarune random information. Like people's thoughts on the weird route, people's thoughts on other stuff, and also get my own thoughts on things. And then at the same time, also get all of these sprite sheets. Let's see. There you are. Where is the one where he's sleeping? Yeah, this will work. Let's see, maybe 400 millisecond? No, it's almost too long. Stretch it out to about 600. Maybe. You're lying. I remember how you cooked a pizza during a marathon. Well, is it cooking if I put something in the oven and the oven cooks it? Or is it cooking when I put it in the oven? Who does the cooking? Is it the person that puts the item in the oven? Or is the oven the cook? In that case, is fire a cook? Can fire cook? I don't like the stream of ideas I'm doing. Oh wait, I forgot. I need to actually like announce to people that I'm doing stream. I forgot about that. 1 second. Let's see. Do that, and almost forgot standard procedure for doing stream stuff. There we go. Okay, that's functioning now. You confused me. Is fire the cook? Then Gordon Ramsay is a fraud. A fraud, you say? I'm talking to myself. Oh, Jello's here. Hey, Jello. Welcome in. Diamond Tony's here, too. Hello. Long time no see, says Jello. Yeah, it's been a bit. Hold on. I'm trying to get this goober as like one of the mini sprites. I just noticed that the actual sprite name is Slib with a B, not sleep with a P, but with a B. I just noticed that and I thought that was cute. Let's see, store that. You should play Among Us with viewers sometimes. That involves me interacting with people socially, and as an individual that has terrible social energy, that will not work. Is this gonna... Oh yeah, it's gonna be fuzzy, isn't it? Hold on. Can I make this dude a little bigger? Could still try it. If I have, like, an abundance of energy, because, frankly, I'm just one of those people that doesn't have a lot of good, social energy, and it runs out kind of quick. Like, I barely have enough to allow myself to do these streams just on my own. Also, I know for a fact that there is something around here that scales the image. I've seen it, I've used it before, and I can never find it. Where the hell is it? Invert, adjustments, effects, insert, no, sprite. Ah, here it is. Sprite size? Sprite size. We'll go, make it 500% bigger using nearest neighbor. Okay, and then save it as a big gif.gif. There we go. Wow, that's so gold, says Shady. Yes. It says, don't you use it during streams anyway? What do you mean, like the social energy stuff? I mean, yeah. Where was Sprite? Oh yeah, I've been using it just so I can... Like, I don't even do, like, drawings or anything in there. I just use it for, like, getting GIFs made. Because so far, of all of the options that I've ever found, it's the easiest thing for me to make GIFs with. Hold on. Where do I have my Nico? Ah, here we go. Trying to see where I can put this little goober. Could put him here. I don't know, I don't want him to be like on top of me all the time. I'll put him here in the corner. Yeah, I kind of like that. You got a little corner dude. My collection grows. You sleepy eepy berry. I've been scammed. This isn't Tenna Avatar. Well, yeah, this is Tenna. I don't know what you're talking about, Shady. I'm gonna work on Tenna soon. Just need to work on some stuff. Yeah, I'm getting things set up, also just interacting with people before we get started. Swedish is also here. Hi, Dean. Hey, Swedish. Welcome in. Getting started kind of soon. Cass says, played a lot of Payday 2 this week because they finally compressed the game to 34 gigs instead of 80 or something. That's funny. Also, I've beaten Tenna. Oh, nice. Wait, that implies that you're playing Deltarune. You should play Deltarune now. Oh, okay, kind of a story. So, I got a job that's where I'm working at like a skating rink thing in my area, and I do parties. Anyways, this is only important because during the summer we do a lot of either some maintenance stuff or just like general parties. Like we don't have open session during that time or whatever. Anyways, I mentioned this because several days ago, I think, yeah. The days are blurring together. At some point within the last week or so, I had a party, and I was just giving out some normal stuff. And it was kind of a big party, a big range of people there. I was talking with someone who I'm just gonna say is in their late 50s, might as well be someone's grandma. At some point, we got into a conversation about stuff that I do, and I mentioned that I do hand-drawn stuff. and she was like, "Oh, can I see what kind of stuff you do?" "Oh yeah, sure." And then I showed like some of the cool images I do, like this one that I just so happen to still have on my OBS that I forgot to get off so far. Like I showed that off, and that was pretty cool. And then I showed my Avatar gameplay, like during one of my Deltarune streams. And then, to my surprise, she correctly said, "Oh, that's Deltarune." And I'm like, "Excuse me, you know what Deltarune is?" I say to this 50-year-old lady, "How is this possible?" And then we ended up talking a lot. Apparently one of her kids is like really into Deltarune, and I guess she kind of knew a lot about the game by proxy. So we just kind of talked about the game for a while. Delta Grandma. It was basically Delta Grandma. Anyways, I was able to show off like a bunch of stuff that I was doing. Even showed like a bit of the Tenna Avatar that I was working with. And she was really impressed, to the point that she's like, "Man, I should really see if I could get a party here just so I can get my son over here to like interact with you some more, because he would love just to talk about Deltarune." So that was a thing that happened like last week or so. I thought that was funny. I'm old this week. Somehow she never said I'm old during that. But it was, at the very least, I felt like that I could talk about the game to her, and she would actually like genuinely understand what I was talking about. And that felt so refreshing for some reason, to finally talk about the game to somebody that like knew about it in real life. It's one thing on the internet, because like you kind of know if someone knows it or not, but like in real life, that's like a whole different subject. Right. Oh, I guess something else. Actually, I don't think I can show this off. No. I do have plans in the future for one of my streams. I want to start making some more hand-drawn poses for my character at some point. That's not going to be this week, but I'm trying to see if I can upgrade my setup for that. Can I pull up you for a brief moment? Many months ago, I did like some drawing streams. Just to kind of show what it kind of looks like. Man, how long ago did I do those? Oh yeah, ones like this one. Shut up, me. Where I actually like was hand drawing a bunch of these and having fun with that. So since then, I've actually upgraded my setup a little bit. During this time, I actually used my phone as like a screen recorder thing while I was doing drawing, and it was, as you might notice, very, very shaky. I think I'm trying to see if I can get like a webcam of some kind to help, to make it so that I don't have to rely on my phone being all like shaky while doing the recording on here. As well, actually having like a full functioning separate microphone for that setup. So whenever I do some drawing streams in the future, it's definitely going to be a bit more higher quality than whenever I did it last time. Cass says, "Did you know that there are planes that have delta wings? This could mean that Gaster has a Deanspillabean Mirage 2000 multi-purpose fighter in its arsenal." What? Huh? Cass says, "It might seem crazy, but remember that Chapter 5 boss is Hatsune Miku." Yes, the Chapter 5 boss at least has Hatsune Miku as a Vocaloid that is being played during the song. Why? Reasons. "I have a theory," says Swedish. "Mew Mew is the Miku of the Undertale Deltarune universe." I mean, yeah. Although, more like, I feel like Mew Mew Kissy Cutie's like the only anime? Not really the, like, only anime, but at least the one that's, like, referenced a lot. Even in Undertale, that was just mentioned a lot, too. Oh. Jane Production says, "Help, I'm gonna die. The cat is going to kill me." Well, just get rid of your protein. Easy. Also, what the heck is that random Deltarune line that just got released during one of the patches? Literally, that just kind of happened last week, and that entirely changed. Not really entirely changed, but it just like confirmed a bunch of stuff without confirming anything, and it's kind. I don't know how to think about it. Because on the one hand, I think it's like a really cool addition to actually give context for what the hell the eggs are and what Friend is, and at least like allow Friend to be genuinely something and not just like a weird nameless background character. Now, he's something. And also, I guess Mew Mew has some knowledge too, or at least Mew Mew's body. Pink's body specifically. Guess says the camera shaking reminds me of the stream, the stream that I get a lot recently. Somebody placed Hot Wheel car Mandela, what? On a running rig, and it had like 500 actual miles and was alive last time I checked. Like Minecraft is Minecraft of Deltarune. Or, shoot, I keep getting them mixed up. It's either Dragon Blazers or Blood Crushers. That's like a metaphor for Undertale or Deltarune. It's one of the two. I need to do some more research on what that is. Or like what the relation is. Guy says, oh yeah, Toby was like, oh, people wanted a friend fight. Well, we might as well give them a little lore drop about a week or two after Chapter 5 dropped. Thanks, Toby. Although for me, as much as I like the extra line, I kind of wanted them to have done something a little different. I don't know, maybe like more details, but I guess this is like the easiest way that they can add something in without it being like, without it costing too much of their resources to do. Dragon Blazers is Deltarune and Deltarune? Okay, and... Oh yeah, Blood Crushers is Undertale, because I think Susie talked about accidentally doing the evil route in there or something during one of the conversations. In Chapter 5? 4? 4. Yeah, it was like one of the side conversations that you could get. Metal Tenna? If I get Metal Tenna, I think it'd be too heavy. Let's see. I'm just trying to think about if there's anything else I want to talk about. Projects that I'm working on. I want to talk about those briefly. I'm gonna pull up that post that I did because I think I have some more details on there too. Let's see. So when I last made my post talking about some like projects that I was working on, I mentioned a Peaky and Dreams voice act mod project. Currently, the mod itself is kind of up in the air, pretty much, if it's going to be done or not. Not sure if that if I'll have enough time to get that working. But I did record a whole bunch of voice line stuff, of which you can hear now if you're a member. If you're at least like a Cool Bean member, you can actually listen to a bunch of the voice lines that I have right now. I'm trying to get a video set up to better like show off the voices, and that is right here. It's gonna take a bit for me to actually get it like finished, because I'm doing a bit of effort here. And quiet. Let's see. Let me go to this one. Maybe this one. That one's a bit better. Fish? No, I don't have fish. So, at the very least for now, I'm trying to get like the profile pictures of these characters that are talking in the game.
How do you know you haven't been told you want to?
Because I told myself.
So, if you could spare a minute...
I've got an eternity.
I'd be willing to let you pass for a trade.
What do you want from me?
Just a limb or two.
Over my dead body.
Gladly.
So that's just one line as an example. There's About 52 minutes of just voice lines. Like, just voicing work that I've done. And as for, like, actually getting this out as a functional video, I'm trying to go through all of the different bosses from that game, and it's called Picayune Dreams. Where there's basically a bunch of these bosses that have, like, a really cool space-looking theme. Like, there's a rabbit, there's a bit of a corrupted version of it. There's some other, like, weird space-looking characters, too. And so far, I'm kind of getting close to at least getting the profiles done for these guys, but I also want to try and, like, animate them a little bit. Let's see, mute the audio for now. So it does have, like, the game does use a bunch of sprites, like, pre-rendered sprites, like what Tenna does. And I've been trying to figure out how I can animate something, because I kind of want, like, the characters moving around while things are going on, just as like an added feature. Even when it's far to, let me see if I can pull this up. It says Son of Villa, I'm just a honorary cool bean, so might in the future just get a new debit card, doesn't have any transaction troubles, and buy membership there. Also donate for the on the Ko-Fi or something. Oh, that'd be appreciated. Kaz, thank you. It's not a requirement, but it would be very much appreciated. So other thing that I'm trying to do, at least with this guy, this is like a centipede ship thing that one of the bosses use, and I wanted to animate it, so I put it into my Vidotube program, and I'm trying to rig it up so that I can actually puppeteer it in a way. It looks cool. I have, like, some ideas that I could do for it another time, but this is just kind of what it is at the moment. Scary interrupting rabbit. Interrupting rabbit. Interrupting rabbit. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like a whole avatar project for every single one of the bosses here, but at least for this guy, it's like he's got a gigantic ship here, and it was difficult to put that into my editing software, so I just made like a whole rig to work on it. Help me, WinRAR is begging me to pay them? Just say pay later or something. I think it'll be fine. Let's see, is there anything I'm missing? At least over there now. One other project I want to talk about before getting into... Actually, what other stuff did I talk about? Chapter 5 info dump. Let's see, Chapter 5 info dump, uploading raw footage, your video, voice act video. Let's see. Update on the info dump. Let me see if I can pull this out. So, during Chapter 5, I did a bit of an event. Not really like a crazy event, but just like a fun thing to do. Where I had these 2 bingo cards running simultaneously. And we tried to see how many of these things were able to be completed until the end of the entire event. And this is kind of what we ended up with. For both of these. Not a single bingo amongst both of them. Unfortunate. But there was still like a lot of cool information that came of it. So let me see if I can pull up my script for it. Sorry, Flashbang. I've been trying to work on... There we go. Some kind of post-Chapter 5 video where I just talk about stuff. I have like a whole section talking about like my marathon run, but let's see. I have a whole thing here just talking about my thoughts on what happened in Chapter 5. And I'm trying to put all of these into a video that basically tries to use that one bingo card thing that I had from earlier just to talk about all of the different subjects. And there's a lot. Like, I'm still scrolling down stuff. there was a lot. So, whenever I want to make a video just talking about like the result of the bingo card, but at the same time, it's gonna end up also just me being, me going on a massive ranting yap spree, just talking about stuff. Size 2 fish? No, we didn't get the size 2 fish, unfortunately. Let's see. I do have like probably the longest section is my thoughts on the weird route can be aborted, because this whole bit here that I have highlighted is me just talking about the consequences of the weird route being aborted. I basically had not really a mental breakdown, but just kind of like a massive realization, or like massive everything's all the dots are connecting moments as soon as the weird route happened, and this is me trying to put all of that into words. So expect that in like a week or two. I don't know. It probably won't be too crazy of an edited video, but just like me writing down a bunch of my thoughts and trying my damnedest to commit it to video. Let's see, other stuff. Uploading raw footage. This was an idea that I had to at least attempt to upload my raw footage that I had, at least, if not to my main channel, at least to a separate channel. But the more I got into this, the more it like got difficult to figure out how to categorize. Because let's see, Toby thought it'd be really funny. Where is audio? Turn down audio on that. Toby thought it'd be like really, really funny to have a bunch of different outcomes to like festival events. There's a lot of conversations, at least with the Hammer game, about like different outcomes of that. There's the Ferris wheel scene that has different outcomes there too. And do you want to show off the voting scene? No. Where do I have the voting? Oh, there's also the results of Burger Pants meeting his girlfriend, quote unquote. And there's actually 3 outcomes to it, where you can interact with Caddy, Ice Cream Guy, or Bratty, and there's different outcomes there. I really like the one with Bratty, at least. Because it's like, oh my gosh, now I'm hitting consequences of my actions. Burger Pants is finally meeting up with his girlfriend in real life. And then they end up actually being like somewhat in a good relation, I think. I can't really tell. I don't know if Bratty likes this idea, but it's like she's kind of guilt-tripped into doing it. Oh, that's cool. The rest of the festival? Maybe a ride on the Ferris wheel? Yeah, you know what? Sure. Go forbid being born straight in a Toby Fox game. Nah, yeah, oh well, whatever. Anyways, there's like an absurd amount of outcomes to stuff in the festival that it's just been hard to like quantify. Dark World's super fun as well, but whenever I have time, I do want to try to upload stuff to another, like one of my alt channels, because I don't know if I want to put it on like my main one. But I have this alt channel, the Dean Varies Assortment of Beans, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get in the habit of uploading either unfinished or work in progress stuff on there, mainly for channel members or otherwise. So that's something to note. Can we go back to my post, please? I wanna get done talking about stuff. Don Quasley's here. Says Noel and Chris found the size 2 fish in the lake troughs. It doesn't count until we actually see the size 2 fish. We have to wait until we see it. And the only way how I count if it is a size 2 fish is if it's the size of a planet. At that point, I think that would be a size 2. I had a blood vessel pop when I saw anime flower intro. Vessel? I think it's just a coincidence. Also, bit of me talking about any more theory videos. I mentioned not at this time, just check the bingo card video for stuff. I have an idea to try to revisit my Solus theory video because there's a lot of information I want to talk about there, but I don't know if I'll have enough time at the moment, and so far all of my eggs are being put into the bingo basket, and that's just where a bunch of my rants are going to be for now. Deltarune voice act videos. I want to try to like find some stuff in the game to voice act, and there's like some bits. Let me see. Can I pull up work in progress thing just to show that I'm working on it? I swear I will actually get onto Tenna soon. I just want to get some housekeeping stuff out of the way. Did you know that Sham got like a couple interesting optional dialogues? I didn't until I like double checked on stuff. Let's see.
Welcome, travelers. Jackenstein. He often visits my shop to buy dark candies. He seems to have a habit of placing them in his head and handing them out to people from his mouth. What did he call it? Trick or treats? Next time, perhaps I should give him some candy for free. Not as if there's any point in selling it anymore. Take your time, ain't like it's better spent. Oh, Chris, I keep telling you, my items will never change, nor will I. Though I do find it amusing that
Good
you
job,
return
man.
here to check. I suppose as long as you keep returning here, it's worth staying awake a little while longer.
So that was apparently a line that that Sham gets if, and this is a big if here, if you didn't recruit everybody and you didn't destroy everything. Or at the very least you have Jackenstein as like a member, which I guess would involve that you at least didn't destroy everybody, I think. I forgot the specifics of getting Jackenstein. Silence is here, says, "Hey, Dean." Hey, Silence, welcome. I'm just going over a bunch of stuff for housekeeping reasons. Just big ol' 30 minutes of just talking about stuff that I'm working on. That's kind of it. Don says, Jevil and Spamton are just in Chris's pocket during the Weird Out getting wet. Well, what makes you think that they're in Chris's pocket canonically? Because, what if they're just on Susie or Rousey? Maybe. Guess says bingo basket. You know what else you can put in a basket? Eggs. I guess so. So this is one of the Sham lines that you can get if you didn't recruit everybody, but you at least got Jackenstein. But there's also another one where I don't have footage of it right now because it's a little annoying to get. You needed to have recruited everybody in the entirety of the game, but not collect shadow crystals. And then you get a new line, which has him talking about how he interacted with some of the witches and wizards that you got from the church, and how he's like a little bit stronger, or strong enough to defeat all of them, and asks you to bring somebody a bit stronger next time. That's apparently a line. That requires a lot of very specifics to get. Ugh. I don't know why Sham has like some of the most very specific, hard to get lines. Are they thinking about Jevil's tail though? Pretty sure Jevil's tail is still like him as an item. I don't know if it's like his tail or he just turned into something that could be equipped into a tail. Let's see. I have some other like lines that I want to do, but I don't have a whole bunch of them ready. I at least like got some footage. I did this one for Tenna.
Susie, let me tell you some exclusive Noel facts. As a child, her favorite Super Smashing Fighters character was All the girls! She would not fight, only tried to play with the others. Use this information as you will. One more important fact. She loves TV, especially CRTs.
I'm pretty sure she has a flat screen.
What? Dump her ass!
Dump her.
What? Dump her ass!
It's such a random, wild line. Then, I also have a bit where I'm trying to talk as Yellow. I'm not gonna do the full thing because it's like 3 minutes long, but I'll just play like a little bit of it.
Not so fast, y'all.
Hold on, I want sound effects.
Not so fast, y'all. This yellow key ain't going to
Oh, there we go.
human criminals. The name's Yellow. I saw y'all's humans. You crucified Blue's special flowers. And anything that hurts old Blue, that's the ultimate crime. So listen up. You got one last excuse, for justice has its way with you.
Hey, dude, that wasn't us.
No? Well, it certainly looks like y'all.
Oh, yeah. Well, really? No way, it was just flowers that looked like us.
Flowers? But y'all don't look a bit like flowers.
Well, neither do you.
Hell darn my socks, ain't that so? Sorry for the trouble, y'all. Take along this key.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yoink.
Wait a darn second.
Uh-oh.
If you ain't crushing Blue's flowers, mind explaining to me who did?
You?
Me?
I mean, you don't even look like a flower, right? Human criminal kind of sounds like you.
Oh, that's right, ain't it? I was there, wasn't I, at the scene of the crime? Oh, Blue, forgive me. I was the criminal all along. And for that, I deserve a criminal's justice.
Hey, look, I mean, you didn't know, man.
Wait a second, you're right. I was so tricky, so evil. I even trickified myself into thinking I was ever a justice. Oh, it's worse. I gotta be punished eternal style now.
Family Guy slide off screen. Well, he got.
Oh, muskets, I can't get in the old yellow room. Maybe I don't even deserve going in there.
Hey, man, it's all good. You totally deserve it.
I do?
Yeah, here, I got you. I got this key.
Well, thanks a million. Y'all are too kind.
So this leads to a dark fountain?
You're a real kidder, ain't you? Label's up there. Anyway, really gotta get to my punishment now. Y'all have a great day. Toodle-AKA.
Off he goes. We should really check on him.
Oh, howdy, y'all. Just gonna find a good place to bury myself alive. Have a great one.
Okay, I ended up doing the whole thing anyway, whatever. Also, I didn't even notice this until I, went through my footage or, looked at it again. I didn't realize that he referred to it as... I can't go into the, old Yeller room. Didn't even notice that until, I went through the footage. With the context of what's going on. That was a weird bit. Anyways, there's some other, voice line stuff I want to try to do. Even wanted to, have, a little voice clip of just saying,
By the balls of octopus. Didn't you want to try it? It's only 2G. It's only for free.
And anyways, try to get a bunch of different voice lines or clips of different characters and just put them into a video. Kind of like, let me see if I can find example. When did I do that actually? Hold on. Some months ago, sometime after Chapter 4 came out, I had this whole bit of Deltarune voice acting clips with KFC on the front cover, because this is incredibly important, obviously. But, anyways, I had basically a massive 20-minute video of just me doing impressions of different characters. And then alongside that, I also did a shorts bit where for every one of the clips I had a little short to go along with them. Some of them got like a couple hundred views, a few hundred views here and there, something like that. And then you get to some of the lower ones. Sham has a 1.5. Starwalker has 14,000 for some reason. The Spam Team one's kind of low. Temmie has 10,000. Tenna has 800. Trashy has 2.8 thousand. Somehow Trashy is more popular than Tenna. I don't know how that works. And then there's one for the water cooler that's 17k. For some reason. Ahem. Hello?
Blamble. Bubble. Bubble. Blamble.
That's the water cooler one. For reasons beyond my comprehension, this video has 17,300 views on it. I don't get it. I do not get it. And the only character that could, like, hold a candle to that... The only character that could hold a candle to that was, I think, Starwalker. Yeah, he had 14,000.
These birds are pissing me off. I'm the original Starwalker.
Babble.
I should have mentioned loud sound warning. That's my bad. I forgot how loud that one was, honestly. Anyways, that somehow has 14,000 views. I don't know why exactly. No, not again. No, shut up.
These birds are...
Sorry, what? Andyland Endicopia in 2 weeks? Excuse, what are you talking about? Huh?
My video game, Endicopia, is coming out in 2 weeks on Steam for Windows. It'll be $15 at launch.
Ooh.
So yeah.
That's notable. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Those that don't know, Andyland, this guy, makes animations mainly. Apparently he's been working on a game for, like, the longest time. He makes these, like, kind of creepy pre-rendered looking pre-rendered videos. He also made the visuals for that Picayune Dreams game that I talked about a bit earlier. So all the models, or not all of them, but like a large chunk of the models and visuals in the game were actually made by Andyland. Like some of the character models, at least, were made by him. So that's why I was a little bit like, oh, nice. We have lost the plot. We've lost the plot at this point. What was I doing? Oh yeah, working on Tenna. Wait, I should talk about more stuff that's not Tenna. Okay, sorry, that was a bit of a side tangent, which I'm only interested in because this has just been a project that he's been working on for a while. I might check that out, because I like psychological horror games. And from the looks of it, his game thing looks like a psychological horror game.
So that's a thing.
Other stuff I want to talk about. Okay, I think that's all the stuff that I mentioned in my post, so that's just me following up on all of that. Another thing I would like to mention, if the Soul Could Speak, hi credit card. If the Soul Could Speak video has surpassed 200,000 views. this is a major accomplishment for me because that is the most amount of views that I've ever had on anything at all. Which, that was kind of wild. And, also, I noticed a bit of a resurgence around... It's been steadily going up over time, but around the time that Chapter 5 came out, right about here, there was like a massive surge of 50,000 views over like the last couple weeks or so. $300 yeah, I got $300 from just this video alone, which is pretty good. I need to make another one if I want to get another $300 or something, but that's only $300 over like the close to 2/3 of a year that this has been up, so still something. Anyways, when I mention every now and again that the best way to support me is to put eyeballs or keep looking at me, that's what I mean, because the more people look at me, the more money I get. That's also how most of YouTube works in general, so that's... I only had like one ad play in that entire thing. That was like right at the very beginning, and I still got like 300-something dollops. Anyways, I need to keep this in mind if I want to do some animation stuff later. Right, I think that's going to be the last bit of stuff that I'm going to yap about. The Peking Dreams voice act project, oh, and it's gone. It will be a thing that I'm working on. That'll come out in probably a couple weeks. The bingo card video about Deltarune will probably come out also in a couple weeks. I'm not sure how long that'll take for me to get finished. Okay. 4th of the subscribers that came from that video. Did they? Hold on. Now I want to look. Oh, shoot. You maybe want to look at that one more time. I like want to double check that because I didn't even realize if that was the case. Oh yeah, I guess so. About 1,000 subscribers are from that video alone. So, and I have 4,500 subs at this point. Which that's still wild that I have like 4,500. 4,500 subs and 1.1 from this video. Yeah. Endocopia? Yeah, I wanna check out the Endocopia game whenever it comes out. Just as like a thing to check out. Mike, make another me! I wonder if we have two well, we have 2 Tenna technically. I don't want to put too many Tenna on here. We might explode into Tenna. Okay, I'm gonna actually start working on Tenna now. Unfortunate. I'm not talking about nothing anymore. Well, it was something, but... Okay, where was I? Where we last left off, working on Tenna, I made... Let me see if I can boot this up. There we go. I made... Let's see. Wasn't this laughing one? There was this laughing one that I made at one point. Can I have a black background just so we don't look at that? There we go. I also made this one, right? No? Huh? Hold up. My Tenna dies thing doesn't want to show up. What? That's weird because it should show up, but it doesn't. What's going on here? Shoot. Oh, wait. Oh, I think recently they've... Yeah, this is what happened. Okay. Recently Vidotube, like, updated a bit. And I think they kind of changed how stuff is orientated. I think so. Okay, I might need to... Oh, wait. Do I need to go back into this thing and see if I can fix it? Because I think there's like a error here. Because normally he should be going up and then down. It's Vidotsu because it's made in there. Full Tenna project thing directed by Rory Knight. The Vidotsu, yeah. Dean spilled the beans already. Tenna strikes back. Dean spilt the bean presents Cool Tenna Project Thingy, directed by Vidotube, because it's made in there. Yeah, it's more like made in Vidotube, at least. Let's see, was there anything else that broke? I think only that... Hold on, where is... Oh, my spray thing might not be working right.
So...
You found yourself.
Within a forbidden place.
Huh.
A place so dim that bright meets night.
That's weird.
Pumps can thrive and
Okay, so that works.
within a dark zone.
Hold on, I'm testing what kind of stuff, like, still works.
No escape until your night is through.
Listen to my sick jams.
You may want to bid adieu, only to find a tale you knew. In this place there's no escape until your night is through.
The light is running low, and the shadows continue to grow, and the places that you knew are all but a fantasy. There's a shadow within your soul that permeates a cold, and don't forget, there's something with you in the dark.
So you found yourself within a dark zone, where the creeps come out to roam and fright the wolves away. Down here in dark you may find there is no escape until our night is through. So we may differ, why must you pilfer? My lair you enter, coated in treasure, bloated in banter, crowns a spectre, guts and vigor. A wild sight is what awaits you, and don't forget, there's something with you in the dark. You are found within a dark zone, and let me tell you what is at stake. You may find there is no escape until your night is through. You may want to bid adieu, only to find a tale you knew. In this place, there's no escape until your night is through. But while you're residing, let's throw a party. That's why you go hiding, best not be tardy. You might want to hurry before it takes too long. Come be and you'll be light of the party. You won't be sorry, mighty and hardy. Hurry now before it takes too long.
Alas, you are in a dark zone.
Okay, back to your regularly scheduled program. Okay, it seems like only the Tenna Heckin Dies animation doesn't work properly, because he should be going up into the air before going like insanely far off screen. So I want to work on that first before getting into other projects. Let's see, how do yeah, the Tenna Dies thing. Is this you? I find it funny that I've referred to it as Tenna Dies, and that's literally how I get this thing to work. Let's see, what file are you looking for? Just double checking. Tenna Dies V01, okay. So I'm working on the correct thing. What is the trigger? And it seems like same problem. So I think I remember that they were talking about like simplifying where the math is or something. So I think they changed how some math notes work. Let's see. So the trigger happens and then he should be going up. So there's something to do with some movement down here not working properly. This Y isn't working, which should be connected to U. So this counter isn't functioning. That's interesting, because according to the math here, it checks a number, compares it to 1, and if it's not 1, it resets the counter. But for some reason, it doesn't detect that it's not. So what happens if I just, like, reset it? That's a problem. If I set it to equal to... Okay, if it's equal to, then it works. Well, that's an issue. I wonder if that's like... Is that a consistent problem? Hold on, I need to double check this. Because if this is a bug, I might need to report this. Sent goat trophy for 1,000 jewels. You can do that? What? What? The heck's a goat trophy? What? Tenna's sprite accidentally gets deleted? Damn. I didn't even know. What are these like trophy things that people give me? I don't even know what these are. Sends a goat trophy, and I see the goat trophy, and I'm very much appreciative for it. But what the heck is a goat trophy? I don't even know what it does. Whatever it is, they got you to the top of the leaderboard, so good job. Is it like a sticker thing? Legitimately, Vince, can you tell me what the heck the trophy thing is so I know, like, where it came from? So I genuinely don't know. You spend money to send them, and it's like a donation. That's cool. How much is it? I don't know. It doesn't tell me, like, how much the donation was. It's just I get a goat trophy, and I don't know. I don't even get the trophy. It's just, I don't know, I get an NFT of it. I don't know. 10 USD for the... Oh, okay. That's actually a tangible number. You got a goat trophy. You're an honorary member of the Dreamer family. Goat's 1,000. Where can you find that? Because I'm like looking around for different support stuff, and I just can't find it. I see like a thing for animated stickers, but not like a trophy. Either way, thank you very much for the goat donation. Scary. Okay, I need to double check this. So if I have a comparator here, have two values. If value is equal to value, output true. If value is not equal to value, output true. Ooh, you just don't work. Huh. That's interesting. So the not equals to just doesn't work right now. That's a problem. Kokor trophy. Hold on. Let me see if I can... I need to do a bug report on this. Because Vidotube just got updated recently, and this is not good. Because if one of these bits of code just doesn't, literally just does not work, then that's a problem. The mystery man. What I truly meant in my old entry 17. Hey, we plunder root beer, and of course we plunder ale. We kidnapped all of Deltarune and stolen Undertale. But oh, we changed our targets, where heaven is in sight. We'll see you soon. To see if I can, like, remember the lyrics a bit better. 1 ruby is 1 cent for you? I guess so. Yeah. I know the conversion rate from like rupees to dollars is bad. Let's see. You scammed me. I paid like 13 bucks and you get it for you to get $1. All I know is the conversion rate is bad. That's about all I know. Okay, sorry for the side tangent, but this is like a legitimate bug report. Not equals to not work. Not working. Rupees is currency for trope. Where the hell are rubies? I've never even heard of rubies in the... I know there's like XP, but I don't even know what you can use that for. Is there some mysterious, like, YouTube currency that I have no concept of? Probably. Let's see. Let me double check. Bug reports. Let's see. Move this out of the way just so it's not blinding. Let's see. Double check the version. VideoTube 6. Can I check exactly what version this is? Just so I can make sure I document that. Game Maker data. Where is... Thank you, Windows. VideoTube, do you want to say what exactly? No. The most up-to-date version, I believe. So... shoot, what version is this? How much of the code is broken, says Kaz? I think if it's connected to the not equals to effect, then it's broken, because that's what it's connected to, I believe. So anything in the code that uses not equals to just doesn't work. But I think I've done good and not had to use too much of that. I believe. Okay, now I got the actual version number. Okay, trying to go make, let's see, new post, bug reports, not equal, let's see, not, I know you can't see this, but I don't want to show off their private Discord thing, so I'm keeping it on the down low for a moment. Let's see. Not equals to compare, not working. And then get my image to go to the post. Recently updated to... also, I don't think this is too big of a deal because I can just use like a negate boolean in order to like invert the effect and I'd get these same results, but it's a problem whenever a whole function isn't working, so I'm trying to see if I can get this bug report settled before I talk a bit more. Let's see, recently updated to... VideoTube... the compare node. Specifically the not equal to function doesn't seem to work. And then I look at the image just to double check what I'm looking at is correct. So we have a 1, or like, this is the image that I'm going off of, pretty much. This thing. So we have a 1 that is not equal to a 1, so that's false. We have a 1 that is not equal to 0, which should be true, but it outputs as false, which is wrong. We have a compare that works correctly. Maybe I should use this, actually. Use this image instead. Hold on. So that kind of shows it a bit better. Yeah, there we go. So just at least showing that it's working, and then just showing that that doesn't work. Okay, post ready? Question mark. Any other tags that I need to put in the full version? Okay, posting that. Okay, bug report has been sent. We'll see if they actually are able to fix that or not. Okay, so reminder of what was going on and why I just went on that tangent. It's because this compare node just does not work currently. So I'm gonna have to do a soft fix by just saying to negate the input. So now, there you are. Yeah, there we go. Now it's actually functioning properly. So he gets hit, he goes up into the air a little bit, and then falls to the ground. Okay. And then just to double check it. Hello? Right, where is he? There you are. Let's see, I think about here. A little over, a little up. Oh, didn't I have a recording for where it should be? No. Of course I didn't. Why would I do that? Let's see, 21.9.375, and then 400. What does that look like? It's almost too high. I swear I'll get back to doing stuff soon. I'm just making sure this is correct. Okay, there we go. Right, that is fixed for now. I'm pretty sure I don't have anywhere else in this code that, or in Tenna's code that requires the not equals to. But if that ever happens, I'll know what's going on. And where is Tenna? Hello, Tenna. There you are. Why'd you vanish? Also, why is your head gone? Whatever, nothing a refresh won't fix. Tenna died. Also, hello LOL boy, welcome in. I went on a big side tangent because there was a bit of a bug that I found with one of the poses, where The program that I had an update recently, and the not equals to boolean just doesn't work right. So I can fix that by having a equals to be negated. Excuse me. Let's see, an equals to be negated, and that works just fine. But it's still like a thing that's a problem. So trying to see if I sent in a bug report on that, so we'll see if that gets fixed in the next version. I kind of felt like when they were doing their, like the changes that were going on, like they were good changes. I need to actually check some of these out. They have like a way to better view pins, I think, at least in the scene. Like I saw this in the scene where you can actually see like the little, like a little position indicator there that doesn't appear in the full version, at least, or like the full screen thing. Tenna heckin' dies. So the problem with this is because that function wasn't working, there was a piece of code that was supposed to tell him to go up and down, and because that wasn't active, then it just didn't work. So got that functioning again. I did almost understand what was broken. Yeah, that's fine. Do I actually have it viewable? Oh yeah. It was like this little bit of code right here that's supposed to check if this number here is not equal to this number, and if it is not, then affect a counter that affects how high or low it goes. That was the whole thing. But because the update broke it, I don't know why, but that's just really funny. You just see Tenna. Yeah, don't worry. I just didn't expect myself to. I would understand. Yeah. At least with node graph stuff, you can at least find out where problems are a lot easier, because you can like find a flow of operations and then connect the dots pretty much. All right. Let's see. What was Kaz talking about? How much of the code is broken? Hope AdoTube didn't go the Sprocket route. Sprocket is the game that lets you make your own tanks, and it had like 500 tanks, and with the 3.0 update, it broke all of them. You have a lot of unique tanks? Too bad! All of them don't work anymore, Lamau. Luckily, I think it's as far as if something isn't equal to, and it's a simple fix. I just need to have it instead, have it check for if the numbers are equal to each other, and if they are, negate the output. And then it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's just it requires 2 nodes as opposed to 1. Right, so after that entire preamble, oh, by the way, LOL boy, in the first part of the stream, like way earlier, I'm gonna safely say within the first like 30, 50 minutes or so, I basically just talk about a bunch of future plans, like a follow-up on the YouTube post that I did a couple weeks ago. Just talking about stuff. So if you have some time, you could go check that out. Not a requirement, but if you're interested in checking out some information, or just information pertaining to what I've been up to. Right, so I want to work on a pose. I want to work on one pose, at least. I want to work on one. That is my goal for right now. To end the day with a new pose to add to the roster of Tenna poses that I can say that I have. That is what I want to do today. How will we do this? Well, let's just pull up my sprite model stuff here. I have a whole, pretty much a checklist. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, you're welcome. Again, not a requirement, but like if you're interested in extra information, that's just kind of there. Right, so where are we so far? We've done We got adjustment done. Battle mode. I do want to work on battle mode at some point, but I think I want to like almost rebuild it from the ground up just to allow it to be a lot more posable. Blossom, kind of done. I want to add a couple more faces. Whisper, I'm fine with. Which one do I want to do? I want to work on. Where is it? I want to work on Bow. I want to work on Bow, the one where he like bows up and down like this. Right, so how are we gonna do that? First off, make a new version of this. Make a new save, basically. So we'll go to this and say that it's a new version. So that way if I've mixed anything, I could fail or come back to this. Imagine if you could slice the screen like he did in the Windows attack. That would be really cool, but way beyond what I'm capable of right now, because like I would actually like to see if I could do that, but that would require me to somehow get my video feed itself, like the entire video feed that you're looking at, and cut it up by somehow importing it into VideoTube so that I can program it to cut up the screen. But currently, probably something with OBS too. I'll say, actually, is there any way that I can do something like that? Like, well, the problem with that. Let me see if I can actually try this out. That is not right. What? No, get out of my face. No, let's see. Projector preview this. Cool. That's not right. Well, it is, but it isn't. Okay, well, I want to actually try something out really quick, because basically what you're asking... I want to actually see if I can find this out. Sorry. Okay, now I'm seeing if I can. What asking is if I can have an output, which is this. Let's see. Can I specifically have my projector output as its own thing and it not be recursive? That's kind of the main thing I'm like messing around with. Let's move that, refresh so you can view it now. Blue Crater calculator. No, that's not it. Oh, can I not look at the OBS window of my preview? Is that not a thing I can do? If I can find a way to, like, get the preview coming out of OBS and have that as, like, its own separate thing, then maybe. But it doesn't seem like OBS allows me to look at that. Because the idea is, if I have something like this, the problem is that this is recursive, which it doesn't really work. So, like, if I start moving something in here, the entire thing moves. Get this recursive out of here. So the problem I have is I can't get my video footage into OBS without OBS recording my video footage. So it's like I need to take the entire output of the video, cut it up, and then also at the same time have it go through a program that does like some kind of cut up thing, and then it goes back into OBS in order to go through the stream, which that basically means I need like a separate OBS to work and then to feed it into another OBS, which doesn't work actually, because you can't have more than one OBS active at the same time. So while it could be possible, currently the software doesn't allow me to do that. At least to entertain the idea. And Tenna is hecking dead again. Great. But whatever. I'm sure that won't be a problem. Right, I want to work on bow. I'm going to work on bow. I'm going to do that. So I import bow. into the bow of the program, and I need to find it. Let's see, it is T-bow gift. There you are. Import that in. Look at him go. Look at that little goober go already. Oh, also, I really like this one change they did. They made it so whenever you import stuff, it actually centers in on wherever the camera's looking instead of going to an origin point. Because before, it would import everything here to the 0, of the project, and it made it difficult to work. It needs to learn how to use OBS a little more. It is a really good program for not even just streaming, but just like recording in general. I swear, it has like the best compression technology out of all of like video stuff. Oh, this is a new node. Hold on. First off, stop moving. Stop moving. Thank you. Okay, that's a new variable. What is this? From angle. Ensures a number input is not represented as angle in rations. What is this? To number in radians, to number in degrees. Hold on. This is a new node. I know they mentioned that there's like new nodes. Let's see. 50 radians or 50 degrees. Hold on, how does this even like double check stuff like that? Oh, and they put the E's in here too. Okay. That's nice. What about the math? Oh yeah, they simplified the math a lot. Yeah, okay, that's good. Really? Oh yeah, like just as an example, this is a preset that I have for specifically recording me specifically. And this is what I use for recording like my avatar in my videos. And then there's another preset where it's my whole streaming setup. And then let's see, another preset with this. This is an option. I can just show up in Minecraft. I keep forgetting that I have this, but this is an option I have. Sip the water. I don't really use this one too much, but it's just like a thing that I have whenever I want. And go back to stream. And then stream, but without me. And Alfie's is just there too. Ooh. Ooh. So is Minecraft? Actually, fun fact, this is... like, this whole bench thing is actually, like, in a world that are, like, on a multiplayer server. So, if you're on the multiplayer server that's on my Discord, you can actually find this. I think you were using this one, like, over a year ago. Yeah. I still have it. I've gotten... It's not really a bad habit, but it's just a habit of I never get rid of anything. I always keep stuff just hiding around. I never get rid of anything because every now and again I come back to really old stuff. And I'm like, well, thank goodness I kept that for like a decade. Let's see. Is the server alive or something? Not really. It's there. It's also not entirely up to date, too. It's like some older version of Minecraft. I haven't updated it yet because, frankly, I just got kind of annoyed of updating the game so much, and then also waiting for mods to get updated, and then texture packs to get updated, too. Also, Minecraft has a really bad habit of, like, releasing a full update, and then, like, immediately start working on the next one, and then I'm like, so wait, should I, like, update the server now? How long until the next big content update's gonna come out? Might not be too long, because I have to spend, like, a whole day getting everything updated. And then, afterwards, if everything gets updated, everybody else has to get updated, too. So is it just better to stay on the same version until, like, enough changes happen? I mean, there's not a lot of changes going on anyway. In fact, the only important thing that came out within probably the last time that I updated it was, like, slime cubes. Who the cares about slime cube? Whatever. And then cushions got added. And I'm like, oh, well, cushions are actually kind of useful. Oh, but I need to update the thing at some point, but I need to wait for them to get the full version out before I update it in order to get cushions. Ugh, this is annoying. Let's see, Cass says, seeing the Minecraft server chat on Discord, it is running, that's what... That's what I meant. It is technically running, yeah. You are able to join it if you get the right version, pretty much. Let's see. Neon Findest says hi. Hello, Neon. Welcome in. Working on a Tenna thing, or should be. I'm not actually. I will soon. To be fair, I don't keep up with the updates for the last 2 years. Says Lolboy. They've been updating Minecraft at least, and that's good. But it never feels like they update fast enough with enough stuff. Like, it just feels like I can skip out for a while and then get like a huge content patch every year or so. Let me see. I need to focus really quick just to put, yeah, connect to origin point. Yeah, now that one works. To be fair, let's see. Kes says PD2 community is very cool. I found like 10 people play with them. Found a cool Italian dude strafing left and right in front of him saying 6-7 and pissing him off. Wait, can you mod Terraria, says Neon? Technically, it is possible to mod Terraria. But I don't really play Terraria, though. With T mod loader, says Cat. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking... Well, then isn't there a T mod loader on Steam? Yeah, here it is. T mod loader on Steam, and that's what's used for at least loading mods into the Terraria thing. So that's an option. Well, what you know about? Well, why'd you ask if you can mod Terraria then? If you knew about it, why'd you ask if you can mod? If you're asking for me, I can't mod it. I don't know how to mod things. I'm making this. I have 12,500 hours. Then why are you asking if you can mod Terraria? I don't even play Terraria on here. I think like the only mention of Terraria is if I ever have like a little soundtrack, and that's kind of it. Okay, what keybind do I want to do for this goober? I'm gonna... Can you mod? No. Like I mentioned earlier, I cannot mod. I don't know how to code Terraria specifically. Correction, let me correct myself. I know how to like code in a way, but not like how to mod Terraria, so to say. I don't even know how to like interact with Terraria to make it do something like that. Let's see. Trying to figure out what pose I want for this dude. Do I want something with F16, maybe? Is there any room? Oh, I don't have any room on there, do I? Oh, no, I don't have any room for F16. Lol says, oh, I watched a while ago a video about history and updates that Notch made in Minecraft had small updates. And the players were always underwhelmed. I think I watched a video kind of like that, where it was just talking about, like, problems that Notch and Mojang had. It was like an hour-long video or something like that. Let's see, F18. So let me focus on trying to get the pose. Let's see. Do I want using F14 maybe? Oh no, I have everything used for F14. Ooh, okay, wait, maybe control... What is it? Control F15? Shift Control F15's available. Alright, I'll take that one. Come with me. Actually, can I bring you up here? Put this off to the side. I need to get a template set up. Let's see, for this one, I don't think I need this. Is there any case where I actually would need... Oh, I'm thinking on using different emote stuff. Hold on, what was the code that I used for different emote? Like, that was the different faces. Oh yeah, I can do something like that, where I have this guy having like different... Let's see, this face, different sizes. Hard to see because he's behind that guy. I can do that with different emote stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Unhide. So I could probably, on the template, just get rid of this. I don't need that. Get you out of the way just to make up more space. And I need to make sure I get... Oh, they didn't fix that either. Long-standing problem of the program is whenever you copy-paste stuff, like to nodes that have more than one input, only the first input is actually transferred over. So whenever I want to have like something with multiple inputs, I have to like connect all this. I think that's good. Yeah. I've tried my best to simplify a lot of these just to make that template problem not too big of an issue, but it's still kind of annoying. All right, come with me. We will go to this area. Let's see, connect it to that, and there we go. Guess says can't mod even though I'm a mod on this channel. Well, that's an entirely different like area of expertise, frankly. Like modding a game is way different than moderating a chat. Okay, catching up on what people have been saying. Look for the video, The Actual History of Early Minecraft by Orange. I think I watched a different one. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably kind of deep in my search history. Anyways, the video that I watched was just talking about like a lot of issues that came up with Minecraft, and I kind of agree with most of them, where like Minecraft has just been stagnating over time just because of let's see, Mojang trying to meet the expectations of its community, but then also lowering everybody's expectations for what's expecting because they never like promise anything really cool, because every time they do promise something cool, it goes wrong because they never finish it in time. So they're scared to do anything cool anymore. And now there's like no point to play Minecraft because they don't want to they don't want to be cool anymore. They just want to be profitable. And that's all that they can do right now. And it kind of sucks. Let's see. Toggle that in. So now if I do shift... Oh wait, no, I need to get a state in. State group, state body group, new group down here, bow. Off and bow, rename to bow. So while on, visible, while off, invisible. Click, click, bam. Bam? There we go. He is now present. I would have to understand how... Let's see. I would have to ever use it to understand this program. It doesn't work like logic gates, this little boy. It's basically logic gates. It's like a node graph type thing, where you have some kind of an input. Let's say, just as an example, this, actually, no, let me pull out this waiver function here. So this generates like a bunch of like coordinate points, and it uses a blue connection. What you can do, you can pull up, like just kind of look behind me here. There is a thing kind of where my mouse is, like behind my back, that it should say add dynamic effects. And you can add in a move command. So connected to here, which basically says, hey, according to the numbers from this node, move this sprite around. And you can say how much, so I'm going to say move 100. So the program does exactly what you say, and it moves it 100 units in a circular fashion. You can also modify like how fast he moves too, so he can make move at like 10 units a second or a bazillion. That's also an option. It's very funny. I have, in my testing, found a bit of a limit when it comes to like some digital precision here and there, but that's only if you're doing some like really crazy thing. I have found ways around the whatever limitations I have encountered. But then it turned into the human soul. It's the seven Tennas. Let's see, Neon Finder says that roses are red. He shows no remorse. Santa Claus is joining the terrorist force? Huh? What? I just now actually finally took the time to read that. What? Let's see, I want to get reference you. I'll take you as a reference just so I can see what I'm working with. I do want to have a speed modifier here, so I'll take this. This is the thing that I use to control my GIFs. Or at least the GIF speed. What happened to Santa Claus? I don't know. It just happened. Kiddo Metton's here and says, hi, Dean. Hello, welcome in. Working on a bow animation for Tenna. Kevin's also here. Hello. Is he gonna start playing CSGO? Probably. Okay. Oh, also for everyone who's joined in recently, if you're curious on the kind of stuff that or projects that I'm getting into, I had a whole bit near the start of the stream where I was just ranting about things that I'm working on. So if you're curious, you can go, or after the stream is done, or if you want to look at that at some point, you can watch that. It's like probably for like 30 minutes or something, I forget. Well, says, now this one is about early Minecraft when Notch was making everything. I think the one that I watched kind of talked about that a little bit, but not probably not as in detail. Actually, no, I think I did watch something like that at some point, like a long time ago. Let's see, connect you and you. And then this allows it to set the speed that goes into here. Okay, so this is basically a speed mod for the GIF. So we'll connect that together. Connect you, and then I have to say what exactly the frame info is. So I need to pull the frame info, and that's going from image duration of 0.4, max of 0.4. So now, yeah, okay, I have it set up so I can actually modify his speed, which is very funny. See now how fast he goes. Blazakuza's here, says, hello everyone, welcome in. We're trying to make Tenna break his neck. I mean, look at how fast he's moving. Okay. So I have it set up right now that we can make him go up and down super duper fast, which that's good. If I do that, then he starts moving and press. If I press awkward, then he stops. All right. What are you doing to Tenna? Making him bow insanely fast. That's something. Like break his back. All right. So now we got this set up. Let's see. Do I want to do anything else with? Oh yeah. Let me see. What was that one image? Yeah. Which image are you talking about? Why he looks so evil? Is this one? I'm just evil. Who put Tenna F1 car in? What? You can handle G-forces in the row corners. I mean, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, this is just one that I had.
I'm evil.
Not as evil as I wanted to be, though. I've had eviler sprite faces in the past. I had, for my past Minecraft Nico avatar, I had one where I just had like a Kara face, and that looked really, really freaky. I haven't made anything like that freaky yet, and I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. Let's talk about the Chapter 5 spoilers now. Yeah, sure, I don't care.
If you care about Delta and Chapter 5 spoilers, leave.
Alright, we can talk about Chapter 5 spoilers now. Is there anything specific that you want, like thoughts on? Because, I could go on for a while. Actually, before we do that, let me get some water, because I haven't actually... I'm running out of water. Let me go get that really quick. Give me, like, not even a minute, just like 30 seconds. I'll be back in a moment. Can I find... There you are. I'll be right back. Getting water. Tenna, move at breakneck speeds. Thank you, Tenna. Ugh. Okay, back. Then you can stop breaking your back now. Water flower. I don't want a water flower. I don't want to get Gerona'd. Also, Neon, I'm gonna have to ask you to not repeat the exact same sentence that you've been doing for now. Let's see. Hydration before talking about Deltrin, pretty much. Yeah, thank you, Neon. Right. Can you rank the flowers, like how much you like them? Let's see. Do you remember what Pink said about the friend and the egg thing? I did. I don't know how to think about it. Like, I know the implications of like finally the egg and friend actually have like some relevance to the plot, but it's like, are you telling me that they had to do it in in a random like update patch note thing, and they added that in after like a couple weeks. Why didn't they add that in like before? I'm just a little annoyed that it took this long to get like actual concrete info, and it's in a patch update. Can you show me that one meme when Asgore opens a fountain, 500 flowers attacking Fritz? I know which one you're talking about. I'll see if I can find that. It was exactly 2 weeks. I guess it was. So flower. Let me see if I can find the flowers really quick. I have their sprites. I do want to make some kind of a video talking about the flowers, because I do think they're all really interesting, but that's going to be a bit... Here we are. Aqua is absolutely adorable. Love them. Love her. Very adorable. Absolutely cute. Yeah. Although, out of all of these, I still really like... I kind of like Seth the most, just because of like all the conversations that they end up getting into. Green is the goat, like just the goat in general. I don't know where to put orange. Of all of them, I don't like orange very much, but she's still kind of good. Yellow. Absolutely hilarious. I love this like dunderhead of a dude. He is an absolute dunderhead, and I just love seeing how he interacts with people. I don't know how to think about blue. It just kind of feels like there, or just kind of as like a mediary sort of person, which kind of is fine. But I don't know about much else. Flowery, I hate him so much. I despise this guy. And then he had to go and do the coolest thing ever in like the last 2 minutes of his life. Or there's the whole boss fight that he had too, which was also like really sick. But everything else is just... he is dad joke incarnate. He is dad jokes incarnate and knows too much. Still kind of cool character, though. Let's see, can I find... I want to see the one meme that Kaz was talking about with the Asgore summoning a bunch of dudes. Because that was hilarious. Let's see if I can find it. Did I post it somewhere? Oh, yeah, there it is. Kaz got me a link to it. Thank you. This was a funny bit that I found.
I'm sorry, little one, but the whole underground is counting on me. Therefore, a fair fight is a luxury I cannot give myself.
He opens a dark fountain in the throne room.
Dear God. Fetch me their soul! Here I
Last Dorota. Spamming voice clip. That's from a limited time offer, by the way. Or at least like the voice act bit was. I don't know if the image, like the imagery itself. That was a funny bit. Also, I've seen like a lot of takes of like what would happen, because let's see, Flowery's faces are hilarious in these. Like Chris did take a packet of flower seeds that were somewhat dangerous, and a lot of people's interpretations was like, huh, what if whenever like massive dark fountain comes up, he can just throw these out as insurance, and then there's like a million omega floweries everywhere. Be funny. Okay, well, okay, other thing I want to do here is I want to have a cycle thing happen. Let's see, get this one out of the way. I want to add in a function, a scale function specifically over here, that while this is active, so I need to pull, where is it? You? Pull you over here just to find it a bit easier. Split check if this number is 2. If number is 2, do action. Let's see, compare, convert, get a comparator out. Compare this to see if you can get a string that has the same value of 2. If yes, output true. That's basically what this does. While true, I'll have a branch here that cycles a certain scaling effect. Well, I want to see if I can focus on this really quick before talking with chat. Let me finish this. Length? What? What is this? That's a new node. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. What? No, sub value. I need to figure out how to use this length thing. Okay, 2 different values here. If false, it is 1. Well, Tenna just looks like a dark fountain now. What? That looks funny. Let's see, 1, 1. And then otherwise, it becomes -1, 1, which flips him around. And then timing smooth. Use a smooth mod here. Smooth the transition between the two whenever the trigger happens. What did you do to him? I stretched him. Like how Kane did to Pomni in Fortnite. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Because I want to have a check for whenever he reaches his max value, I want it to reset. But I know a problem I found with the program is that there's not an easy way to check like when one of these like clock cycles is over. I've had too many problems with that. Okay. Guess let's see. Kevin, I cast Never-Ending Blizzard at the Flowery Horde. Yeah, but what if more flowers than Blizzard? You ever thought about that? Infinite Blizzard versus infinite flower. It's a difficult task. So mixed about what to think about Flowery. If anyone would ask me, I would say that I want him dead. But being honest, in the castle, like the top, he gets to a point where I don't think I hate him, but Rousey does. So. No, don't make him bad if you want them. I'm kind of in the same boat, really. I really don't like Flowey at the very beginning, but I think that's like we're not supposed to like him at the start because he is genuinely just a jerk the whole time, and then he like starts making good points over and over again throughout the rest of the game. And then by the end of it, you're like, oh, yeah, I guess we are the villains in this story. Oh, well. I mean, you're not supposed to live for a single day either, so... I do like the final fight as well as, like, the fight that Flowery had with the knight. I like that. Okay, what do I want to do? I want a way to... Let's see. I think I need to use a latch here. So basically, I need to somehow check whenever the end is here, and then... I could use a clamp. Let's see. Instead of that, use a clamp function, so once it's at the max, then it waits to be resetted. And then have a check. And as soon as this equals... What's this? As soon as this equals 0.4, it triggers true. We'll have a boolean that is on change if true. Trigger. So then it goes to there and triggers. So that allows him to loop, and then we also have a on change check. Now I can go use this toggle here. So that way it'll turn on and off. Let's see, have that if true. There we go. So now, oh gosh, she flips at warp speed. Maybe don't have them this fast. It does look kind of silly. Moving at warp speed. So at least, let's see, they're in this way. He can actually like move up and down like that. Thank you, 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 thank you. Alright, so that's only if I activate the like a certain emote effect, and then otherwise he just pauses, which is kind of good. Okay, one more check of yeah, that sets it to 0. Okay. Can I have a separate comparison thing? I think I need to use string. I'll check. I'll read on code in a... Wait, there's a new string from color? Wait, you can convert strings to color now? Oh, that's cool. Okay. I don't know if I can use that, but that's cool that they have a way to store colors as strings. That's only important if you're doing color stuff, which I don't, but it's there as an option. Okay, get this out of the way. Have it check for if the value is equal to 3 or it's equal to 0. So change it to 0. Hell. I don't know why, but it just looks kind of weird. Okay, at least I got this working. Make him do that, and we can do you. There we go. It's so evil. Do you want to see an evil one, though? Ooh, whoa, he's evil, or he would be if he had a head. He doesn't have a head right now because that's a bug. That's a visual bug. Alright, so I made it so... actually, let me change the smooth mod so just don't have a smooth mod. I do have a way to like flip the model normally, but I can make this work now. Okay, that's pretty much done. I just need to add in like some scale modifiers in between, but it's practically done. Okay, reading on chat really quick. Been missing out on stuff. How did I get my hat? Looks around and finds Flowery. Gets mad. You found your hat, Kevin. By the way, have you seen the memes about doing the weird route because Susie destroyed Chris's date with Pink? I haven't seen that one, but I do think that's like a funny reality at least. Tenna, no, is that how hell looks like? Being someone's animation program for eternity? Nah, it's totally fine. I'm giving him life. Definitely. I just need to break him a few bits. I really love all the new talking sprites in that Chapter 5 game. Yeah, there's a lot. I actually, like, checked... the whole sprite budget, like, practically quintupled. Because I think in Chapter 5 alone, we got, like, an additional 22,000 sprites or something like that. Like, I mean, there's the Susie sprites alone, which, like... There's like a lot of animations already, but then they went the extra mile. And let me see if I can find it. For like, there's animations of her hair flowing in the wind in 2 separate directions while climbing. And that's also the same thing with Chris and Ralsei, where like all their hair and their clothes actually move in the wind in some areas in Chapter 5. And I think for the Light World sections, when they did like all the shadow effects, they actually had like another separate sprite on top of the normal one. It's a little hard to see, but it's like a little shadow sprite for like almost every other sprite too. Just for like shadowing effects that are during like the sunset sections. So it's not actually a whole shading, it's actually like a whole separate sprite that they're using on top of the regular one during the sunset section. And it looks like they did that for like every single one of these sprites, whether they were used in or not every single one, but almost every single sprite, if they were used or not. So this is also where the sprite budget wins. How many poses are left, says Kiddo? A number. Let me actually go check. Let's see, Tenna poses... Oh, no, not that one. Sprites for model. At this point, the bow one, done-ish. I want to see if I can do something else on it before I end this today. I want to like try something out. Done-ish. So let's see. There's still the desperate lines where he's just kind of like kneeling and pleading for his life. I want to work on the battle mode a little bit, but that's not going to be for later because I want to almost rebuild it. I think I wanted to add more faces to the evil pose a little. Falling over, where he's just falling over a little bit. There's this one where he's frightened and he points at the rats, the creature. I also want to add that in. The jump scare animation, I still need to add that one. This one sprite where he's just listening in. Excuse me, why are you like suddenly high quality? Because normally you're not, whatever. So I want to get that one in at some point. I think I wanted to add some more faces to the pointing at you one. And same thing with the point up. I forgot. I was able to get like the. I was able to get a thing where I can have like a 2 up. I think, right? Yeah, if I point up and then I can have like 2 fingers be used if I want. That's an option. What other ones? I think I wanted to revisit the point left one if I wanted to do anything. Salute. I haven't done salute yet. He has like a saluting pose. For whatever reason. Don't know why. He just does. I know where it gets used. There's one for a shadow where he has like a little shadow behind him. I kind of want to see if I can add that in somehow. I have like an idea, but it's just probably going to be as simple as just adding it in pretty much. The Street Fighter one, I want to add this kick animation in. And the twirling one, where he does a cute twirl. I think those are the only ones that I have left. So I'm getting kind of close. I think if I like push through this, I could get it done in like 2 months or so. Let's see. Guess I feel like I've done most of. I have done almost all of them. I'm getting close to it. Cass says, funny thing is, Susie will say that even if you never flirted with someone. That kind of reminded me of in chapter 4 that Susie just has a line like that where, oh yeah, Chris has just been really flirty lately for some reason. It's so weird. What? Flirting? Why flirting? That's so weird. Oh, that's nice. You can actually see like a bit more information on where, okay. I think they added more info on this at least. That's nice. Blah, blah, blah. Absolute or relative scale? Wait, oh, that's a new feature, isn't it? Relative scale. Is that relative based off of information here, or... Oh, I think I had issues with how, like, some things were scaling. Basically, there's a new feature. You can't see it. It's, like, right behind my character. But they added so that you can have a relative change instead of an absolute, so... Because there were some issues, I think, with, like, conflicting on how things scaled. Kiddo says, top 5 tracks in the OST. I'm trying to keep up with what chat's been talking about, because I've been missing out, because I've been focusing. I apologize. Top 5 tracks, let me see. Sunset of Seven Suns. That one is definitely one of my favorites. Let me see if I can find... 1000 Cafe Zucan, another one. The festival song that just plays during the festival, like that one a lot too. The Pirate Dojo. I mean, it's the Pirate Dojo, of course. And then, of course, Flower Man. Love Flower Man a lot. I've just had some times where I would, like, just have that on repeat. Those are at least, like, my top 5 songs from it. Let's see. Lowboy says, got an idea about the slicing screen attack. What if you have 2 windows recording the same thing and somehow slice them in half? I mean, that could... context, there was an idea that Lowboy thought about if I could somehow, like, divide the screen in half. But in order for me to do that, I need to be able to record the entirety of my OBS output and then put it into, like, another recording software so that I can have 2 separate versions of that and then slice them up. But the problem is that I can't have 2 OBSs. That's the main limiting factor in this. But, like, think about it hard enough, it might work, I don't know. Let's see, Semature is here. Whoa, I always wanted to be in one of your live streams. Or, well, in one of the live streams in some average Delta tuber who would actually read my comments live, lol. Hey, sorry if I sound weird. Use the translator, I don't speak English, lol. Alright. Welcome in. Yeah, usually on these streams, I just kind of chill out. At least, like, when I'm working on, like, some random projects, I just use this time to, like, hang out with people that watch my videos, or just, like, share my thoughts and give out updates. So, feel free to just ask anything, and I'll see if I can talk about it. Within reason, of course. There's, like, a reasonable limit to what I feel like talking about, but generally, I like talking about a lot of different stuff. Okay, let me get these skill mods in really quick. So what that allows me to do is just change how much I'm affecting the movement of him based on my voice. So we'll do that. What about Ford Sanctuary? I hate it. I hate Ford. Well, is it Ford or Ford? Because I know it's like the fourth, but third. How do you say Ford Sanctuary? Actually, that's a genuine question. Like, how would people try to pronounce the fourth Ford Sanctuary? Because it's like, I hate how it looks though. It's like you look at it and it's FRD Sanctuary, so it's Ford Sanctuary. But I understand like the whole bit is that it's like a shitpost song, but it is just frustrating as like a bit. Ferd is just a troll. And you know what? When I saw it at first, I thought it said Fourth Sanctuary. No, it doesn't. It literally just says Ferd Sanctuary. It literally looks like this. Bird Sanctuary. It's not fourth, it's Ferd, and that's just what it is for no reason other than it's funny. What? Yeah, let me find it again really quick. Beady. If hold on, I don't want to play it. 1 sec. I just want to find like actual evidence. It's evidence. You'll know what it's evidence for when it happens. Let's see, where is... There you are. This way I can at least have the name be larger. Right? No, of course not. I was trying to see if I can get a way to make the name actually show up bigger, but no. How do you make the name? I don't know. It is called Ford Sanctuary. That's... How much storage does your PC have? A lot. If you really want to know, I have... Make sure I don't, like... Yeah, that's fine to look at. Let's see, I have a main storage bin. Okay. Well, that's not going to show anything. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to show anything, whatever. I have a main storage bin that's like a whole terabyte. I have a Star Wars Beskar brick backup drive that's also a terabyte that I use just to store footage and information that no, it's actually 2 terabytes, sorry, that stores a bunch of stuff that I don't use much. I have a 4 terabyte solid state drive that I store all of my video footage in. I have a DVD disc reader that just at least reads discs. Because in order to get my hand-drawn images, I actually have to scan it using an old laptop and scanner, which requires me to use a disk in order to get in, so that's why I have that. And then I have another 2 terabytes solid state internal drive just for like almost everything else. So I have like 4, 8, 10, 11 terabytes of storage. And even still, I feel like I don't have enough at times because footage takes up a lot. Like how clean you changed the singers? What? The intro is a bit overwhelming, but the lyrics hit it. When the lyrics hit, it's good. What are you talking about, Kaz? In file, songs are named different, says little boy. Well, at least the Ford Sanctuary is called Ford Sanctuary, at least. You have season 2 of Ben 10 on classic DVD, says little boy. Oh, that's cool. That's great. Kiddo says it took me 5 hours on the whole thing, but it took me like 2 hours trying to get past YouTube's stupid copyright detection. Guys are talking about the Flower Man mashup. Oh, okay. Oh wait, Kiddo did a cover? Although if it has like a copyright detection. Oh man, don't tell me one of the many covers of Flower Man has one of the problems of somebody copyrighted it, so now everybody has to deal with it now. That's annoying. What copyright there could be for Flower Man? When somebody on YouTube decides to upload a cover for something and then puts it through the copyright detection system, YouTube is like, hey, it seems like this is the original. Anybody that makes something close to the original gets flagged, even if it is just like a normal song or whatever. So because they have lyrics, somebody copyrighted it at some point in the system, and now YouTube sees it as like its own song, and now we have to deal with it. It's just frustrating. Symmetry says, I have a silly question. Sometimes I play Deltarune, play around with Deltarune's text to create my own dubs, and it's horribly complicated to decipher every comment in Deltarune in case there's some hidden meaning. Sorry for the question, but do you think there are any expression or phrases that are hard for foreigners to understand? I would not know how to process that, as like English is mainly my first language, and I don't know any other languages. Symmetry says, for example, Susie says, I knew these waffles were a trap, because it's an American joke that says reformers or something like that eat waffles. No translation to capture in the comp. That's the first I'm hearing about it. I just kind of, like, when that text came up for me, I just was like, oh yeah, the waffles were a trap to get Susie to, like, stay for breakfast. Like, that's how I read it as. I didn't think too much more about it. Forgive my testament. No, it's fine. I do know it's difficult to translate some stuff from English to other languages just because of how different information translates. Like, they went through a lot of effort just to get the Japanese translation, and I know that they don't have the resources to, like, perfectly translate stuff. So, like, at this point, we only have, like, Japanese as the only other language, unfortunately. Aren't all translations besides Japanese and English non-official? Yes. So far, only English and Japanese translations are official, because if I just pull up Deltarune really quick, they have an official play the whole game in Japanese or play the whole game in English version. Everything else is pretty much, like, people's interpretations of it. Although it's kind of gotten as far in sorry, really quick, with, like, the Japanese text translations that people have been, like, deciphering what stuff says in Japanese, because it's, like, a lot more literal of a translation. So it's like, oh, what's the ambiguous result of this one thing that someone's saying? Oh, in Japanese it just says outright what's going on. Which, problem for me, I can't read Japanese. I want to at some point. It's like a thing on my bucket list, but it's just something that takes a while. Let me see. I'm gonna put this back over here. Oh, I want to see if I don't think I can actually get this implemented today, but I want to mess around with something else. I had an idea for the bow thing, where whenever it activates, I want to see if there's a way to. Can I find the sprite for that actually? Like in game, whenever he bows, he has like a bunch of flowers that show up on screen, and I want to figure out if there's a way for me to like add that in somehow. If I can find out where the sprite is. Might be in Chapter 3 sprites. No? Might have the problem ID actually be finding them. Are they roses? Oh, they're roses. Okay. Yeah, I wanna mess around with something just to see if I can add this in. Let's see, new dynamic. Okay, move this off to the side for the moment. Let's see. But yeah, instead mental. I know that like some translations are kind of difficult. I don't know how to properly translate jokes without going into detail. As an example, translation's not my strong suit, basically. Let's see. Kaz says, "Kiddo, during the break between lyrics, there's something being said in the mashup still." Is it an arrow to fight? Oh, that different conversation. Kiddo says the conjoined words would be hard for foreigners to understand, like most of Yellow's style. Oh yeah, definitely. Because like, actually, I wonder how they do that in Japanese. Like actually, I remember one of Yellow's jokes. Let me see if I can find footage for it. Or not really a joke, but just like something that he says. It's like, oh, I can't get in the old Yeller room. That's like a several layered joke because he can't get into the yellow room, and sometimes you say yeller, you say yellow like yeller. So that's a pun. But then on top of that, let me see if I can find the bit. Let's see. I have footage for almost everything. Not really. Oh yeah, this is it. Now, mushkish, I can't get into the old Yeller room. The joke with this is that he's trying to get into a yellow room, but you can't. It's possible to pronounce it as yeller, or at least in like a country accent. But then there's also the second joke of it's called the old Yeller room. But of course, the joke that happens after this is that he's trying to kill himself, which is a little whack as a premise. But there's like a joke in English about like putting down a dog called Old Yeller. So, or like referring to putting down a dog is the joke of Old Yeller room. So it's like there's like a lot of layering in that one line. Like a ridiculous amount. That's like one example. Let's see. I swear Toby once said something about Polish in newsletter. I was Googling translation back then too. I have no idea on anything on that. Could you try listening to the mashup, because the only strikes I got was because of the visuals. So if you don't show it on screen, I'm sure it'll be fine. If it has anything to do with like a possibility of getting copyright stricken, I'm just not going to look at it on stream. Because even like Raise Up Your Bat, I can't play on stream without getting a hit for some reason. So I'm just not going to risk it. What if Yellow just talks in old Japanese in the Japanese dub and sub? I have no idea. I wouldn't know because I don't haven't looked at the Japanese translations, but what is YouTube about? Systems of Insanity. Isn't there a whole Japanese country culture or subculture? Says Sans something. Yeah, there is. I have no knowledge about it other than they exist, because I'm mostly in the English area. But I'm greatly assuming that there is like a big Japanese following because. Well, not just because Toby is like interested in like the whole Japanese stuff enough to make a whole translation, as well as like learn the entirety of Japanese to get that to work. Which that's still crazy to me that he did that. Like learn Japanese just so he can translate it to Japanese. Okay, I want to test something. Just a quick test. Probably not going to do anything too interesting with this, but... ooh, let me get all of these imported, actually. Idea that I had was trying to see if I can have a way for like flowers to come from below the screen up and like arcing towards the center. So I want to see if I can animate that. If I can't by the end of the stream, that's fine. I just wanted to try this out. So let's see. We'll have a move command. We can keep talking for now. I just want to have this as like background visual. Susie, speech 100. We didn't do anything. In fact, it was you. You should get to. I think it's just because his wisdom stat is 0. I don't know. I think Yellow's wisdom stat is just 0. Fails all wisdom checks. Brilliant Lurgan is peak. I'm on episode 4 right now. What is that? What is... Feel bad for saying that, but Toby wants to be Japanese so much. Have you seen all of chapter 5? He wants to be Japanese. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I want to figure out how I can make it go up and then down. So let's see. We'll have a generator. I think what is this? Accumulated cursor. What is this? Simulates a cursor for relative movement? Hey, this is new. What is this? Mouse. Hold on. I'm trying to check this out because this is another new thing they added in. That's interesting. So they added in a way that you can like give it point value, like different point values, and in whichever direction it's going is wherever the mouse is going, and you can simulate a mouse that way. That's interesting. What is this banger? It's from Risk of Rain Returns. Oh wait, actually I can probably use this for some more interesting stuff. Give me a sec. So wait, if I have I'm gonna check this out. If I have a point value here, if I set it to 0, 0, it's no movement. Okay. Recenter when true. Okay. If I have Boolean button, trigger that, returns to 0, 0. Okay. Auto recenter at the 0 position. Okay. Multiply the inputs by 50 as well. So if I have 5, then it only moves 5 units? No, it moves a maximum of 5 units. And I tell it to move -1? Also, yesterday, stumbled upon a pinned message that we can invite friends to Discord. Technically, this opens a loophole where I can claim everyone in my chat in the chat as friends and invite them. Was there something that I did for that? Here's what I'll say. If you do invite friends to the Discord, it will be your responsibility. Although I would like to know, like, if you actually do, like, invite people to the Discord. I'm fine with it, but it'll be your responsibility if they do something weird. Loboy asks if it's jazz. I really don't know if it's jazz or not. I don't know about that. Message is from like 4 years ago. Oh, hold on. I want to check this. Was it like a general message? Oh yeah, that was from like several years ago. Yeah, I'll say if you do add any, actually, I don't even know if you can add anybody. I think I like took that ability away because I think I was too worried about like weird people joining in because I've had like bad history with weird people. So, yeah, I don't even know if that's even like an ability that you all have. Okay, I want to test this out. So with this new accumulated thing, I can actually use this to store a position. Weird people doing weird stuff. Yeah, Discord being Discord, pretty much. I think I've gotten like past that point, which is good. But that was like during the time when I just like opened up the Discord to everybody, which was not a good idea. So I've limited how much or how people can get access to it enough that I don't think I need to worry about that problem anymore, but just always in the back of my mind. Like, I remember being on a vacation, and then one of these, like, weird people was talking about something in the Discord, and basically just causing drama, and I'm like, bro, I'm on vacation. Shut up. Stop causing drama. I said, and then they continue to cause drama. Yeah, it moved on past that, but don't want to repeat. All right. Okay, I want to try to do something. Like actually try. So I want to have a counter go on repeat for now. Clamp. We'll have it go in 1-step stages in 4 steps. So once it reaches 4, it resets, or... To be honest, I left Discord like 2 months ago, says the boy. I don't blame you, really. I'm still on Discord because it's like a way that I can connect with a lot of friends, because that's just where we like met up pretty much. But I don't really interact on a lot of servers that much, because it just gets wild. Like the whole Discord server stuff just gets really wild. Kind of like a break, but nothing to come back to. Yeah, weird people doing weird routes in real life. Yeah, pretty much, honestly. Okay, how do I want to do this? I want to compare you if equal to 0, do an action. Pretty much basically setting up like a timeline of events that while this counter goes, something new happens every step. 2 and then 3, 4 being the last one. Okay, and I'll have it. I'll have a value next to here. So while any of these are true, it inputs values in a specific way. Do I want branch on Boolean? How do I want to compress all of this? Dean, hear me out. Custom pose of Tenna cracking a spammed in like an... that is hilarious. Can you animate that? Do you have the Tenna jump scare, the running one? Not yet. Yeah, I don't have that yet. Rule number 1, no drama in general. No, rule number 2, no drama at all. It'd be great if that was true. But bro, just stop causing drama. Proof not the egg part of the sentence. Cracked like an egg. I am getting so much accomplished. How does this work? Can I have a branch on... No, this... Oh, wait, no, hold on. I need to do... Is it selection? No, not selection. Branch on number. That's what I need to do instead. Take these out. Oh, hold on. Keep the comparators. So check this number, and then... Okay, this is what I need to do. Check the values. If it is close to these numbers, do a certain output. Right? And can I make it... Oh, no. I need to connect the point value here. Yeah, this is it. I'm like trying to slowly relearn how all of this works. Let's see, the center is... Can I change how the center actually is? Oh, that's interesting. Auto recenter tries to keep it as close to the original area as possible. Okay. Can I change it to be oh, I might need to change where this comes from. Yeah, the original origin of this. So if I keep it here as an example, we'll say it wants to, we'll make it go try to do 30. Maybe not 30. 1 for now, and velocity of 1. Can I go any further than the allotted? No. Let's see. Multiply the multiplier by a bit. Okay, so that goes up kind of too high. 0.3? Okay, so it goes up this distance, and... Okay, well it has nothing, it goes back to 0. Okay. Catching up on chat really quick. Of all things, I didn't expect the Tenna jump scare. I remember being more scared by the friend jump scare at the beginning of the chapters. Yeah, I got like really jump scared by the friend jump scare too when I first played. It was a funny reveal. But the actual jump scare, I don't think I got that in my original playthrough. I just found that out like afterwards. Kiddo says chapter 5 was the only Deltarune chapter I played fully blind. Nice. I don't think I've like played fully blind a chapter since I think chapter 2 maybe. Everything else is like I've been able to first time interact with everything, but because I'm interacting with stream chat at the same time, I inevitably get spoilers on stuff. Even on the day one, even as fast as I get, people still play it faster, no matter what. We're doing Snowgrave blind while only knowing about it that it exists. That's an interesting outcome. Playing Hollow Knight and Silksong with a keyboard and mouse, weird? Yes, because controller's better on those games, I believe. Cass says, I didn't play Chapter 5 yet, watched it on Dean's streams, maybe I'm a LARPer, but did play through Chapter 3 and a bit of 4, finally. Dean knows I didn't do that for months, but then Payday 2's 34 gigabytes update drops. Yeah, I can understand if people just can't, or don't have enough time to play most of Undertale or Deltarune, because it's a lot. It's just a lot. Let's see. 1. Set to 1. Oh, all these are doing that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I set to 0, disconnect it. 0, 1. Okay, move over here, and then actually, let's see if we can set that up to 6? No, 10. Okay, might be a little too high. 2.3. So it goes up. 2.3 over a little bit. And then we'll have it go back down to 1. At 5. And then we'll have it slide just a little bit when it hits the ground. So here. Alright, how does this look? Alright, need to speed that one up. Speed it up to times 10. I'm making animation and no one can stop me. Let's see. Disable auto recenter, so... Okay, so that basically stops it from... not really functioning, but just stops it from moving to a certain extent. Why do you go up? Maybe it's the one thing? Let's see. Go down negative? No, just go down to 0. Corpster Reborn's here. Howdy. Honey, wake up, new orbs. You give floor chops. Oh gosh. What happened? Made a decision to stay friends for an unknown time to get ready since we're going to university. Oh, alright. Also, we had a lot of arguments with each other. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm still hoping, like, things go alright. Well, alright. Well, just to get you up to speed on the Dean lore. Also, for everyone that, like, stopped by recently, I had, like, a 30-40 minute bit at the start of the stream just talking about general plans and such. So that was the thing. Thank you, Windows. Thank you, Windows? Thank you, Windows. Alright, get that out of here then. Something I've been working on today is the bow. Tenna can now bow up and down at blazing speeds. This is now an option for him. You can also bow in 2 direction or just stop bowing entirely. That's new stuff. There's at least 1 new pose that I made today. And now I'm trying to figure out if I can, like, animate flowers coming from the ether onto him. Messing around with, like, a couple new nodes that came out recently, just to see if it's possible to make this any easier. I'm guessing this wants to go to 0, so what if I just say 1 in both cases? Maybe 0.5. Something like this. This is just an experiment. I'm not going to, like, go full on with it, but the idea is, like, telling it where to go. They're eating my flesh! What? What on earth does a Girona mean? Girona! 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 It'd be funny if I pulled up the Girona sound effects, because I have those. Where is it? Chapter 5. There it is. Girona.
Girona!
Girona.
Girona! Girona! Orange! Last Girona! 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 Orange! Ha! He says Girona da! Girona! Rasto Girona! It's my Girona! 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 Orange! Girona!
Girona.
Orange! Last Girona!
Alright. Mike, the Girona specs, please. Also, wait, who voiced Flowery? Not sure, actually. I don't know. I know there was some voice actor. It wasn't Toby. That's all I know. Or I think it wasn't Toby. I don't know for certain. Something's wrong. How did Steam go? Is Steam down right now? Damn it, Steam's down. Let's see. Deltarune.com. Deltarune.
Pretty.
Do they have a credits section somewhere? They have a privacy policy. Where is... Talk about the game. It's here. Is there a credit somewhere? I don't know. Where'd you get the effects, the sound effects from? Ripped it from the game. Basically, there's a program that I use called Undertale Mod Tool. This is a program that you can find on GitHub. It is literally called, let's see, Undertale Mod Tool. It is a free mod tool that you can get off of the internet, and it basically allows you to import any game maker data file. So, like with Deltarune or Undertale as an example, you can pull that, and it decompiles everything and allows you to look at every single sprite in the entire game. It also, a big thing, allows you to find any text in the entire game too. So if I like say, hey, find Girona, then it will find all instances of the word Girona in the entirety of the game. So this helps like finding lines of dialogue easier. Also, up here, there's a thing for scripts. There's resource unpackagers. And one of the options is to unpackage all of the sounds, all of the sprites, all the textures. This is how I get like all of my sprites as well as all the sounds. So every single one of these like sound bits comes from basically ripping the game files using the Undertale mod tool. And a reminder, this isn't just for Undertale or Deltarune, it is for anything that runs Game Maker, and it just so happens that Undertale Deltarune run on that, so another game, like Pikachu and Dreams is another game that's made in Game Maker, and even though it's not officially supported, it still loads in. And because it still loads in, you can like look at all of the sprites in there. And using that, I was also able to get, let's see if I can find it, the sprites for that game as well. So I just have those. I didn't have these before at one point, but after I figured out how to use the program, I can actually just get like a bunch of the sprites from it. So it doesn't just work for Undertale Deltarune, it works for anything that runs Game Maker. So that's useful for anyone's knowledge in the future. I think you can also use it to modify the code, but I haven't used it for that yet. Credits are always in the newsletter? Let me double check that. Newsletter archive. Well, that's not the most recent one. Where is... I have to go get the actual newsletter. Am I gonna get a email? Yeah, email noise. Email noise. Let me see if I can find newsletter. Let's see. Something. No, that's not it. Where is search newsletter? Chapter 5 release newsletter. Here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Also, I like this animation. It's funny. We're a little mosquito. Let's see. Can unsubscribe if we want to. Many other people helped out, so check out the credits. Where are the credits? Could you make a Deltarune tier list in Tier List Maker? How can you make a Deltarune tier list out of one Deltarune? There's this AI video about hedgehogs and it keeps going and going. Oh, it's because it's AI, of course it does. Let's see. 2 billion IQ play. I'm gonna pull up some footage that I have of the ending of Chapter 5 and then use that. Sick music. Okay, here we go. Found some credits. I need to actually check some of these. Main artist, Timmy. There's some other people that's on the team.
You just got lancered.
Platforming system in development. Flowery's intro animation. Wait a sec, what? Hold on, I was just looking at some of this. Hold on. I heard, hold on. What's this guy named? Yashu. Y-A-S. U-H-I... M-U-R-A-T. I was just looking on that. They literally made an anime. Yeah, they basically did. You remember the animation at the start of the chapter? Yeah, I remember that, but it just feels so weird seeing. I think I've heard from somewhere that these were like some famous animators or something. Cleanup work. I really need to know more of these people. Yes, character designs for some of those. Where is... let's see. Oh, I think this song that's like in question mark supposed to be the Mew Mew song, I think is what it was. Do they have anything for the voice actor for Flowery's voice clips? Localization. Japanese graphic. Let's see, that's for, I think that's all the translation stuff. Now, don't think they actually talked about, like, which of the voice actors were there. Might be somewhere else, oh well. Frames were added to Discord, and I did post some of the art section of the Discord. And I do have a frame, I think I missed what you were talking about, Kevin? Oh, you added more stuff on your character. Okay. A little confused on what that was about. Pretty sure Toby voiced Flowery. Wouldn't be beyond. I think he voiced Jevil, and I know he voiced Queen, which is very fun if you think about it. Let's see. How are we doing these days, Bricks? Doing pretty good. I had a whole update thing on my channel near the start of the stream, so if you want to check that out, that's an option. So far, what I've been working on, I got this animation now for posing. Couple features. Yeah, he can freeze completely. That's an option. And also I can make him bow up and down way faster. Or I can also make him bow left and right as an option. So that was something I worked on. I can also make that faster too. That's funny. He voiced Task Manager? Oh yeah, I forgot he did too. Does it mean Queen doing the gnome like woo? He's just actually Toby doing the gnome effects? Yeah. This is so sick. Yeah, thanks, Rix. There was another thing I wanted to work on. I don't think I'll have time for it today because I spent way too much time talking. But I wanted to try out to see if there was a way if I can add in like the rose thing, like while Tenna's doing his bow thing, and then a bunch of like roses just kind of pop in out of nowhere and go up on screen. I want to try to do that at some point. I don't think I'll have time to. Task manager voice lines, which she does say A, B, C, D. Yeah. A, B, C, D. Wait, so Jevil, Spamson, Queen, Task Manager, and Flowery? I think so. Also, Tenna? I think he voiced Tenna as well. It's TV time. Let's see. I think I'm actually going to go on for like a couple more minutes. I might be closing out the stream soon. It's getting close to like the 3-hour mark that I've been doing stream stuff. I'm trying to see if I can like stick with doing 3-hour sessions at least. Oh wait, did I get... Oh, I didn't get the pivots on this correct. Let's see. Pin you off there so the scale when going to... Yeah, now you actually scale correctly when you go into the different pose. All right. And the head is missing currently because that's a bug. Annoying bug. Let's see. Go back over to here and go to the video scene. Now I need to make sure I update this stuff. So stream seat and shadow now uses version 7.30.1. So now... Okay, so we have Tenna active. Let me see if I can actually get him into my stream setup. So I need to hide that. Make him go down. Teppa was voice acting in one show by 3 Bears. Oh yeah, I remember he did that for the 3 Bears thing. And Tenna show up. Yep, Tenna is here on the video. And now I can do a bowing animation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, thank you, thank you. Oh, wait, I just remembered something. It's very important. I don't have a face. I think it's funny that face, or like the bowing animation doesn't have a face. Oh wait, do I want to try to actually add in a face thing for that? Well, that sounds like a lot of work though. 'Cause is it? Oh, wait, hold on. What do I need to do if I wanted to add a face to that? Let's see. Because I know there's not that many sprites. Well, not that many is an understatement, but you know. If we go to bow, there's only like, I think 4 frames of animation in total. And honestly, for just one of them is like the one that I actually see the face. Do I want to add in face for this dude? Even if it's just like one mouth. Oh, that kind of means that I need like different GIFs animations, don't I? That sounds like a bit. I don't know if I want to do that right now. But not now, but I'm just like thinking about stuff that I want to do at some point. Toby was a skeleton pirate, Yoshi. Oh yeah, he was. I remember that. Like, it's like a random skeleton pirate in a kids show or something. Why you have Venom Snake as a stream item? Is this Kaz? Probably because I played, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Is that on my profile? Oh, Can I just not view my own stuff right now because Steam is down? Steam is down right now. I cannot confirm this right now. I played Metal Gear. That's kind of it. That's all I can think about. Orp says, opened up Reddit and to see that my ex got banned for spam. That doesn't even make sense. I barely even post anything on there. Yeah, I don't know. Reddit's weird. I think I remember trying to post something on the Deltarune one, and I think I couldn't post something because I didn't have enough karma or something like that. I'm on PC now, yay, nice. Okay, plans for tomorrow. I want to do some more stuff tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to work on this flower thing. This is more of an experimental add-on. I could probably do at some point afterwards, or like after I get done with a bunch of other stuff. Which pose do we want to work on tomorrow? Let's see. Snap. Thank you, Windows. Okay, looking at our different options, I don't think I need to do any... Or I do want to do something for the battle mode at some point, but that's just going to take a bit of work to do, because I kind of want to redo the whole battle mode, this one at some point. The animation itself is fine, but the face isn't. I hate the face. I want to change the face a bit. Also, there's like some limitations to how the animation rig works. I want to see if I can change that. There's the desperation line or desperation one, which I kind of do want to work on this just to have like different poses for him to be in. Let's see. I got the evil one done, which was this one. This is so far one of my favorite poses, just because of how it looks. Let's see. Kiddo says, hey, don't want to bother you, but do you think you can try listening to my mashup after you end stream? Sure. Is it just like on your channel? Thank you, Windows. Is it just on your channel, Kiddo, so I can watch it there, or is it on some other area? Can I not click on your go to channel? There we go. I think it might be one of the shorts. I'll check it out after the stream. That says Pacifist Road Challenge and Metal Gear 5. Yeah, I still need to do that at some point, but I don't know if I'll actually have time at the moment. Frankly, got way too many other things I want to do. Stuck on pain right now. Let's see. Also, this line, for listening. I actually kind of want this one at some point, just to add like a different variation to the whispering animation that I have here. I might see if I can work on that. The Street Fighter one might be interesting though, because I want to see if I can do something with it. But it might just be at the very least to get it rigged up and running. Salute pose. That's another one I kind of wanted. Actually, I might see if I can do that one, because there's only so many like different hand animations I can do for him. So it might be kind of nice to have some more hand animations just to look around with. So I might do that one. The jump scare. I think jump scare. Actually, I might actually work on the jump scare one maybe. I think that one would be kind of funny. How did I even do that though? So would that just be like I could have Tenna be here. Like, let's see. Thank you, Windows. Like as an example, I could have him like here. Thank you, Windows. I could just have him here running, but I don't think that looks really interesting. I want to find out if I can figure out a way to like make him grow in size whenever I want. So like he kind of shows up here, and then like some way to zoom into him more, maybe. I'll need to look into that. I might actually try to see if I can work on the jump scare one tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna be ending off the stream pretty soon. So tomorrow I'm gonna work on the jump scare one. I think that'll be fun. We go back to me. There we go. Back to me now. Right, tomorrow I'm gonna be working on that. Sorry guys, the device with Kinor translator belongs to someone else and they need it. This one doesn't have a translator and I'm too lazy to keep switching between tabs. Signing off for today. Already subbed and left a like. Bye, blessings. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Sanmeter. I'm just about to end it here as well. But I think I'm gonna work on the jump scare one, because that's kind of been like a popular one I wanted to see if I can work on. So expect that tomorrow. Speaking of stream schedule stuff, just going over that, it is still going to be, like, you can find the exact times, but it's around 11 a.m. EST. And we're going to be working on Tenna once more time. And also on Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be doing some more stuff on Satisfactory. I've been doing some things over there, mainly just like, I want to say busy work. It's busy work. We're going to go back on that to see if we can get some progress. I want to actually see if I can get the massive insanity thing done. Hey, how's the Earth Mover going? Actually, I might... Because it's been a while since I've like booted up Satisfactory and showed it off, I might just look into that really quick. Just to show it off. It'll be like... maybe like 5 or 10 more minutes. Cass says I've watched a little bit of Nurbit video. Makes a lot of Fallout Metal Gear challenge stuff. Might check that out if I want to like learn some info. Okay, I'm just gonna cover stuff that I've been doing on my own time on here. Whoa, lag. Hold on. Do you run better that way? You do not. What? Oh, nope. Okay, frames are back. For some reason, it just didn't have frames for some reason. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes for this play for 2 more. No, I'm gonna stop myself in like 5 or 10 minutes. It isn't like a ton of stuff. Let's see, can we move you back? Just about there. Yeah, it's fine. So I did do some stuff. Not a ton with the Earth Mover itself. The, also, for those that don't know, I basically am trying to work on a project in Satisfactory, trying to make an Earth Mover from Ultra Kill in Satisfactory as like a whole factory thing. So the only changes that I've done since I last worked on this was kind of near the top. It might take me a bit to get up there. Bean says, I'm wrapping up in half an hour, and then the half an hour says again, and wraps around again. Let's see, there's like a mod frame thing that we built last time. I didn't finish it up in the last stream, but I got it like finished by the end of the stream anyway. I just needed to connect some stuff. So this part is done. And I might need to work on like heavy frames at some point. It's probably the next part. Can't wait for the walls. Yeah, I'm trying to work on like the factory first before I get into the wall stuff. One second. Almost forgot to turn off a couple of my power things. Double check the power system. Yeah, and okay, fuel is good. All right. Will you use legs in some way? I can't really like use legs, so to say, but I can like build them. Like I do want to work on the actual legs of the walker. It's just need to work on that at some point. Other thing that I did do that's at least notable, I made a highway, and you can actually see a vehicle using it right now. I don't know why, and I need to figure out what's going on, but sometimes some of the vehicles just slow down when they go to ramps, or whenever they want to make... When they make turns, it makes sense, but other times they just go really slow, and I need to figure out what's up with that. Will you put something inside or will it be hollow? Ideally, I have some kind of thing in them to make them not hollow. Like if they have like some machines as an example, just so I can fit in some more space. But I'm thinking for the legs, mainly being a way that I can get stuff into it, or like stuff into the walker as an example. Like right now how I have some conveyor belts that are actually going up the walker's leg. That's what I want to use the legs for, just getting items up there. So what is this insanity? This is probably the biggest thing that I worked on off camera. This is a rubber factory, and it makes rubber. It makes 4,300 something rubber per minute. That's what it does. Interestingly, it uses, I can actually find it uses one single node over here. Rubber for a rubber room. Yeah, you could say that. It takes like a maxed out oil pump, converts a bunch of it into heavy oil. Have you backed up everything? I have, numerous times. All the heavy oil goes to these canisters, which go into this blender, which need to get combined with a bunch of water. And I built this highway so that I can get these water trucks here. And they deposit a bunch of water. Am I crazy? Crazy. Deposit a bunch of water. That gets combined with the heavy oil in order to make fuel. Not fuel for actual power generation purposes, even though there is like a lot of fuel. I could probably do something like this just for power generation if I want. But we take the fuel and combine it with plastic in order to make rubber. This is a recycle recipe where you take fuel and plastic and you get rubber, or you can also take rubber and fuel to get plastic. In doing this, you actually like more than double the amount of stuff that you have. So what once was 1 here, then gets go into here, becomes 2. And then what was 2 now becomes 4. And it like doubles a lot. Rubber for a rubber room? Yes. And by the end of it, I have... it's not perfect at the moment. There's still like some inconsistencies. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lanes of rubber flowing right now. And yeah, this needed, let's see, 20 refineries plus, I think 12? No, not 12. 16, so 36. 48 refineries, I think, was needed for this. Technically could have been more, but I used shards in order to have the amounts, because it could have been like hundreds of refineries to get this to work. Also, to get the... we need a rubber room with cancerous rodent inside the Benjamin. Why are you stuck on the rubber room? The rubber room full of rats. Yeah. New Minecraft update looks great. Yeah, the cushion is really cool. Makes Minecraft obsolete. Other thing that I worked on, and this will be like the last thing I show off because that's like the only thing I really did. Well, besides the massive rubber factory that's useful. Oh, you mean this is the Minecraft update? That took me a bit. So, in order to fuel vehicles for the highway, I couldn't use batteries very much because I don't actually have a good way of making more batteries. So I decided to use them for the drones instead. For now, I finally made a turbo fuel power plant thing. Or not really a power plant, just like a fuel plant area. So I have, I think 300 turbo fuel being made a minute. There's like a big storage area here. We can actually see, this is one of the vehicles that come in. They just come through on the invisible track here. Go to one of these truck stations, get a new shipment of fuel, and then send it over to some other... Ooh, hold on. Mysterious box. Yeah, I didn't have much in it. Okay, it just had like some junk. So in order to get this built, it has oil, it gets turned into fuel. I could make this more efficient, but I just didn't have the time to make it more efficient right now. But I can get a lot of turbo fuel this way and then send it into packagers in order to make a bunch of turbo fuel. And also, in order to get the canisters, normally you need plastic but I made this other miniature factory over here in order to make the... I say miniature. In order to make the canisters out of iron and copper instead. And it just simply smelts a bunch of copper and a bunch of iron. And comes over here. Yeah, over here. And assembles it into empty canisters. And I also have another thing over here combining coal and limestone into compact coal that is used in order to make the turbo fuel. And then that's all going to the turbo fuel plant. And that's pretty much all I did, I think. I don't think I did too much else with the earth mover. In terms of plans on what I want to do for Satisfactory, let me see if I can pull... Vanotu. Yes, pull that up. Thank you. Not 100% on what I want to do next, but I have a whole Excel spreadsheet in the form of a DoTube using Node program platform stuff. Like, this is the plan. This thing is the plan. I need to scoot over here to see the whole thing, but this is the plan. I have this rubber thing already done, which needed about 4,800 rubber, and I pretty much have met that by now. I think I need to make something more efficient, but I pretty much have all the rubber that I need. I need to make heavy frames next, and I think I want to work on this as my next project. Why is everyone crazy in chat? Good grief. Anyways, if I get the heavy frames done, that's like another step towards pressurized conversion cubes, which are needed for some nuclear pasta thing at the top. Basically, I need a really cool cube. The cool cube requires equally cool parts. There we go. The next big task, though, for the project is to get 4,300 aluminum ingots a minute. Right now, I think with the one factory I have, I'm only producing about 1,000, I think. So I need to go into my world, find some bauxite, which you can see with like these red rocks. That red rock right there is some bauxite, and that's what I use for aluminum. I've thought about trying to get a train system up and running to transport a bunch of this to a aluminum ingot factory here, and then turn it all into aluminum ingots that then get sent back to the earth mover over here. It's kind of the idea I got. So I don't know if I want to work on that this week, but it's still like something I desperately need to do if I want to get this project done in time. Not even in time, just in general. Just if I want to do anything. So that's a bit with the Satisfactory. So probably like Thursday, Friday, we'll be working on that. I have like stream stuff ready for it anyway. Get that out and then go back to Tenna. It's Tenna. Sleeper dude. Okay. Right, okay, that's actually going to be the end of the stream now. See, I told you 5 or 10 minutes. Wouldn't take too long. And now it's time for me to end stuff. So, thank you very much, Vincentariologic, Liquid Kaz, LOL Boy, Kiddo Mattins, Silence, Don Quix, yeah, Kevin, Yun Finderer, Jellyfish, Sand Mantrol, Orbster Reborn, Supersonic Racer, Swedish Monkey, Kevin ES, Jan Productions, Original Golden, Quotes, Bricks and Broadway, Diamond Tony, Tony Boy, Shady Rose, Blaze Accusa, Acursa? I'm not sure. And Saron Cinti, and many more for stopping by on the stream. Thank you very much for stopping by. I will be live tomorrow and we'll be working on a jump scare animation thing for Tenna next. So that'll be kind of fun to check out. hiding from the beginning of the stream 30 minutes ago. Alright, I'll be heading off now. So you all have a good night. See you all tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Windows. Alright, I'm gonna go now before Windows makes me shut up anymore. Okay. Bye.